What is mutual fund, how to invest in mutual fund, and how to find best mutual fund for your investment. In today's video, we will learn everything about mutual fund from A to Z. So without wasting any time, let's jump into the video. So first thing first, what is mutual fund? If I have to explain mutual fund in very easy and simple language, mutual funds are institutions which take money from investors like you and me and invest into stock market. So that is the basic definition of mutual fund. Now that we have understood what is mutual fund, let's just go deep into it. Let's understand how mutual fund actually works. So now, like I said, that these mutual fund take money from investors like you and me, and they will invest into stock market. Let's take another example. Let's take there is a guy named Rahul. He works in an IT company. He's from Bangalore. His salary is 1 lakh rupees every month. Now, after cutting all his expenses, he is left out with 20,000 rupees every month. Now, at least he has some basic knowledge that if he will leave his 20,000 in his account, it will eventually lose its value. So what he will do is that he will invest those 20,000 rupees savings into assets which will give him return above inflation. It could be gold, it could be stock market, it could be debt, it could be any assets which will give him return above inflation. So now what he will do is he wants to invest into stock market. But since he is from engineer background, he don't have financial knowledge about how to read balance sheet, how to read cash flow statement, how to read profit and loss statement. He doesn't know all these fundamental things. Plus he also doesn't have time for these things. Since he has a 9 to 5 job and afterwards he get very tired, he doesn't have time to go into market and do the research that and all the effort that it takes. So what he will do is that he will take his money and he will subscribe to these mutual funds, and these mutual funds will take his money and he will invest for him into various assets. So this is the overall outlook how does mutual fund works. So now that we have understood two things, we have understood how mutual fund works and we have understood what mutual fund is. So next thing is we'll understand how to invest in mutual fund, which is the best platform which I personally use to invest my money into mutual funds. Yes, I've been investing in mutual fund for 4+ years, and with this knowledge, I will give you everything what I have learned in this 4 years. So now that we have answered two things, let's go to the third question: is how to invest in mutual fund. For that, we have to go into my screen. So let's just go into my screen. So now we are at my screen, and the platform which I use to invest my money in mutual funds is Coin by Zerodha. Now I've been using this for 4+ years and I really like the interface, and it's very easy to understand. Now first thing, if you want to invest in mutual funds, you need to have a demat account. Now the opening a demat account is very easy. Just click the link in the description and you will find the link to open the demat account, and plus you will find the link to this website. So now that we have got this out of the way, let's just go into this platform. So this platform, as you can see, is Coin by Zerodha, and it's a very good platform which I really like. So now I'll just log in into the website. So yes, after logging in your account, you have to link it with your broking account. Now we are in the dashboard of Coin. So now everything will look 00 because I've used a different account. For me, where I invest in mutual funds, it's different account. It's the same platform, but in my different person's name. So now everything will look little complicated, but it's not that complicated. It's very easy to understand. Nothing you have to do. You just, as you can see in the left hand side, this is dashboard. Now go to mutual funds, right? Here you will say you don't have any investment, explore now. So what you do, click on explore. So now you will come into these pages, right? So now, don't panic. It's very easy and I'll explain you everything and what it means. So now here you came in explore. Now the first thing you will see is AMC. AMC is just asset management companies. So like I said, there are a lot of companies who give an offering for mutual funds. For example, let's say there is Aditya Birla, there's a 361, there's a Nippon. All these companies which give a platform or they have a license from SEBI to invest into give an offering for mutual funds. For example, here you can see there's an Angel One mutual fund. Yes, Angel One also gave. Axis Mutual Fund, Axis Bank, Bajaj Finserve. So let's say if you want to invest into a particular institution's mutual fund, let's say I want to invest into Axis Mutual Fund. Now these are all the Axis mutual funds which Axis Bank is offering. Axis Liquid Fund, Axis ELX Tax Saver Fund will get what these means. Now Axis Large Cap Fund, Axis Mid Cap Fund, Mid Cap Fund. So particular, if you want to go invest into a particular, for example, another I'll tell you which was very popular, it is Geo BlackRock. Everyone was talking Geo BlackRock, Geo BlackRock. Geo is coming with broking business. Geo and me, BlackRock coming together and offering a demat account and a mutual funds. So this is how you will invest. Now you will click in one of these, and you will come in this page, right, which will discuss what it means. So now you can invest into buy or SIP, right? Let's just go back. Now first thing here, the main thing starts from here. Now this is categories. What is equity, debt, hybrid, solution oriented, and others? Now equity means that equity like buying shares of a company. Equity is investing into stock market, whether it's a large cap, mid cap, small cap, or sector, or flexi cap, large and mid cap, or hybrid, contra, index. If you want to invest purely into large cap, you can focus mutual funds which only invest into large cap. If you want to invest into mid cap with little risk, you can invest into mutual funds which invest into mid cap sectors. Now if you want to are a very risky person who wants to risk their money for a higher return, you can go for small cap. Let's just say I'm a little safer investor, I want to invest into only safe assets. So what I'll go is I'll click on large cap. So now this is a large cap. These are the mutual funds who invest into large companies, right? So companies are market valuations are above 1 lakh crore or 1,000, big companies. For example, Reliance, HDFC Bank. So now first thing, let's just open with ICICI Prudential large cap funds. So now we are into ICICI Prudential large cap funds. Now first thing you will see is current NAV. Now you don't have to invest. Some of you will think that NAV is the price of this mutual fund. No, you don't have to invest in mutual fund based on NAV. Some mutual fund have high NAV, some mutual fund has low NAV. NAV is just calculated based on demand and supply. But in mutual fund, this NAV doesn't matter. You have to invest based on return, based on who is the fund manager, and based on which all sector they have invested in, right? So now CAGR, if you look, is the return that this mutual fund is giving from the past 1 year. It has given 0.02% return. Now it is similar what will stock market will perform. Equity, like I said, is purely into stock market. So how the stock market will give return, the mutual fund also, this mutual fund, equity mutual fund will perform the same way. So in the past, we all know from the last month of September, October, the market start falling, and it has gone nowhere from those levels. Same thing, the mutual fund has not performed. So 1 year it has given zero return, 2 year it has given 19% return. So if you would have invested 100 rupees 2 years back, today it would have been 119 rupees. Now if you look at 5 years, in 5 years it has given 21 plus returns. So if anyone would have invested for more than 5 years, would have had 21% return on their capital. So now minimum investment is 100 rupees. AUM, that stands for asset under management, is 71,787 crore worth of rupees this mutual fund is handling. So this much money they are having and they are investing into market. Exit load 1%, expense ratio is 0.85%. So let's say if you earn 121 rupees after 5 years, now you will get deducted by 1% and 0.85%. That is mutual funds commission that we will get. So that also you can look it into. Now let's just scroll down a little bit. Now here the risk involved is very high. Since I have said equity are little risky, yeah, I'll not say anything is risk free and all these things, but yes, equity is little risky, so risk in this mutual fund is high. Now sectors. So which all sectors they have invested? This ICICI Prudential Large Cap Fund. In which sectors they have invested? They have invested financial, they have invested 18%. In Consumer Dictionary, they have invested 10.26%. So out of their fund, 18% they have invested into financials. Financials like banks. Consumer Dictionary like 10.26%, industrials 10.9%, finance back and private sector 9%, energy 9%. Now we can see which all companies they have invested. Now out of everything they have invested in HDFC Bank, that is 9% of their fund is allocated in HDFC Bank. ICICI Bank again is 9%, Reliance is 6%, L&T is 6%. So it's just a large cap stocks which they have invested in. So now that this is the basic thing, we'll understand how to invest in this mutual fund. So let's say there are two ways to invest in mutual fund. One is lump sum and one is SIP. Lump sum is just basically you are just giving them money once at a time. This is 10 lakh rupees. I'm giving it now and I will see it only after 5 years. So after 5 years, then only I will, between these 5 years, I will not give any money. I'll give the money to one time. SIP is just systematic investment plan. So every month, let's say I leave out with 20,000 rupees. I will invest every month 20,000 rupees. That's a systematic investment plan. Just like how you take Netflix, right? You just give every month to their subscription. Here you are taking the subscription to invest your money every single month. Every single month you will give them 20,000 rupees. That's what SIP means. And buy here means that you are giving them once, and then afterwards you're not giving them money. You want to invest every month, then go for SIP. Now SIP minimum is 100. Let's just say I want to go for 10,000 rupees. Then you can create the SIP here. Then you can confirm 100 here and SIP is created. Right, now you will click on confirm, SIP created. Now if you want to buy, let's just say I want to buy worth of 1 lakh rupees and I don't want to give anything. Now you can buy. Now today the market is closed, so you will not be able to initiate anything, otherwise I would have shown you. I'll come out with video where I will live investing in mutual funds. So now you have understood what is mutual fund, how to invest in mutual fund. Let's just look at another mutual funds. So example, let's say I want to go for small cap, mid cap. Keep exploring, you will understand a lot. Now, what is debt? Debt is just simple. These mutual fund focused only on giving loans to companies. They will give loans to banking, PSU, customers, safe loan, money market, liquid funds, all these things. For example, let's say I'll click to banking and PSU. So now Bandhan Bank and PSU funds. Now let's just click on it. Now clearly we don't focus much on NAV. Now in 1 year it has given 7% return, right? In 2 years it has given again 7% return. In 5 years it has given 6% return. So in last 1 year it has given 1% plus return than 5 years return. So in 5 years you would have only 6% return. But if you look at risk here, is very moderate. It's not very risky like equity. So now let's just see where, in which sectors they have invested. They have invested in non-convertible debenture. They invested in government securities. They investment in very safe assets. Government of India, government bonds, where the risk is very, very less. Like this, like I said, less risk, less reward. High risk, high reward. Now that we have understood, again, if you want to buy, if you want to give the money once, then you can click on buy. If you want to give a monthly payment, then click on SIP. Look at the graph, it is only growing. Yes, these type of things are very less risky, less volatile. In 3 years, it is keep going consistent, but the return is little less as compared to other equity. Like I said, equity is done. Now again, let's go into this hybrid. Hybrid is just different asset allocation. Let's say I click on dynamic asset allocation. Now HDFC balance advance fund. Now from 1 year it has given 0.003%. In 5 years it has given 22% return, right? It invests into various assets, financial, government securities, from safe to risky, both it will be involved. It will be also involved in equity. It will be always involved into government, like secure funds like government funds. For example, company ICICI Bank, Reliance Industries, SBI, Bharti Airtel, all these companies they will invest in. Plus, they will invest into government bonds, safe assets. It's a hybrid and mix, right? If you are this type of investor, you can look into investing into these things. Now solution oriented. Let's say you want to invest till your retirement. You want to invest for your daughter's education or son's education. You are investing it for your treatment or anything. Then for solution oriented, you can have a different. For example, let's say HDFC Bank Retirement Savings Fund. This mutual fund you invest for your retirement. Now from 1 year it has given -2% return. In 5 years it has given 24% return. Right now risk involved is very very high. Right, sectors which has invested is financial, industries, trap, reverse repo, consumer discretionary, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, companies which they have invested. So from there, risk is also involved, but it was solely for your solution. What solution are you looking from your investment? You want to invest for your retirement, you want to invest for your education or whatever it is, you can look for anything. Now others, let's say index fund. Like index fund, you want to invest only into Nifty 50, then you go for index funds. That is index funds here. Click in 1 year it has given no return. In 5 years it has given 17%. Look at how volatile the chart here is. From here it fell by 8 NAV 80 to 59, and then from here it jumped. Right. Similarly, the risk involved is very very high. Now sectors is financial, banking, energy, consumer. These are companies they have invested. So now this is how you invest, and this is the best platform which I use. So simple and clear. That if you want to invest into the same platform, click the link in the description, you will find the link. So now we have understood the basic of mutual fund. We have understood what is mutual fund, how mutual fund works, how to invest in mutual fund. Now after doing all these things, I want you to go by yourself and explore more and more mutual fund. Once you will start exploring mutual fund, you will learn everything by yourself. Now if you have any question regarding mutual fund, comment down below and I will answer to each one of you about mutual funds. I always say the stock market is not maybe for everyone, but mutual fund is for everyone. And everyone should invest in mutual fund. Everyone should understand what is mutual fund. It will give you zero harm. It will give you zero wastage of time. There's no wastage of time in learning these things. Go explore by yourself. I'm sure you will learn a lot in this mutual fund. And plus I will come out with a lot of mutual fund companies which give this much return, small cap, mid cap, large cap, each by each. I will come and explain it to you. So stick tight, like and subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so that when next time when I upload, you don't miss out with anything. So this is it for today. I have explained you about mutual fund. Definitely I'll come out with more mutual funds. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.